Welcome back, everyone. Miss Kay is going to continue the drawing of making a portrait. This portrait is of the male, a boy, and if you look on lesson 28, starting your self-portrait from your photo, but if it starts to not look like you, it's okay. I have many ways to do. And so as you look at this, okay, I've already done part 1 and I should have a video there. Now part 2 is going to continue this and shade it to make it so it more, and obviously I shaded like a light eye and then a dark eye. So that is what's different with this. But and then I shaded the ear more so. So we're going to shade and make the picture look more like this. If it starts looking like a brother or a sister, go right ahead and start looking at their picture if it helps. If you just want to keep going off the video, all I need from you is a picture of a portrait. Portrait is a head, neck, and shoulders of a person. And so as you can see right now, I just want to take and I want to add that shoulder line from the neckline. So just starting at the bottom of your little number 11 here, going down, you can either go, I don't like to go all the way straight down to the corner, but just above the corner. Okay, they don't have to be the same. And then I like to make a C shape where the neck ends in a backward C shape. And then just connect that for the t-shirt. All right, usually the t-shirt has like another line. All right, and then I love to go ahead and just make that line straight down, and then you can see sort of like the inside of the shirt there and make it super dark. That's contrast, or you can see the negative space, the hole it looks like, and you can do the same thing on the other side. All right, so once we've got that, we've got the neck done and the shirt done. All right, so now we're going to work on finishing the mouth, the eyes, shading the ears, the hair, the nose, to make this look more like just picture a ball. Okay, you've got a sphere or a ball, and we're going to shade so that the light parts are sort of in the middle. Okay, and then it's shaded around the edges more and under the eyes and in the eyes, and then there's two little balls that sort of your eyeballs. Okay, and then there is a deep sunken-inness under the neck. Now if you're doing a girl that starts turning out like a girl, you won't have this Adam's apple shape in the girl. All right, so let's get started. Ms. Kay is going to go to where am I going? I'm going to click on, all right, this link, which it's in lesson 28. I think that's what I said. And at about 2 minutes in, we're going to follow this video along. And I have already started to make what you see there with the shaded lines. This is sort of a guided, I think, well, yes, I'm going to talk about me doing what they're showing. And so how we know lips is we are going to, if you go from the bottom of your nose to the chin, it's about right here. And that's the middle line. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and look at this. It looks like a smile curved line for the bottom of the lip. And then it looks like a little flat M, flattened M. And then it looks like two mountains. Okay. And so again, the line between the nose and the chin is right about here, actually. So I am going to go on my paper and mark that little line in between the bottom of the nose and the chin. And then I am going to make that, I think it was right above it. Let's go back. Hopefully Miss Kay doesn't take a long time to go back here. All right, so middle is right here. So right above it, that line, you're going to make a little tiny smile. All right. I think you guys can get this. Can you get this? Or do you need me to keep making this big? We're going to try to do this way. All right, because I know you can see me. Let's try this though. I'm going to spotlight myself and see if that works better. I don't know if it will or not. Okay, it still turns out about the same. So the smile, and then just making a straight line till you get underneath the nose, and stop. Same on the other side, straight to under the nose and stop. Okay, if you want more of a smile, just make a little diagonal line up. If you want it more sad, make the little diagonal line down. And then in between this, how do you figure out the rest, Ms. K? Well, in between this line that we just made and the nose, you're going to equally balance in this top line. So the bottom of the nose, figure out between here and here where the middle is. Okay, and then just make it like a V, and then bring it on down like mountains, or like a flattened M. And if that's too big, you could bring them in closer and just erase. Always, always, always please draw lightly, okay, just in case you mess up. And so they say sometimes this looks like mountains and the other one looks like a boat, okay? So go ahead and make that smile curved line, making sure it really is closer to this lip line, is closer to this. So maybe bring it up a little bit. All right. And then let's keep it going. Now they've started on the eyes. And so I see two frown lines that start, like here's the eyebrow, go straight down. And then where do you line this up with, Miss K? Well, you line it up with the ear. So here is the ear. You're going to go over and you're going to make that smile curved line. And I see I made it a little higher than that, so maybe I'll make it again lower. All right, and if you feel comfortable with that and you want to switch and see this line, you can easily see how far to make it away so you can make sure it looks right. And then this is the hard part, is matching up the left frown with the right frown and vice versa. So just try really hard to get that line, all right, on the right and the left. This is the left, this is the right, and then just do it right above it. Looks like a little crescent moon. Little crescent moon. All right. Now his eyes are really, really tiny, and he's also added that the eye, the center of the eye, the little circle. Okay, so this little circle here and this little tiny circle here, I'm going to make a little tiny circle there and a little tiny circle there for the eye duct. And then I'm just going to make a smile. Smile on the other side. If you are a boy, you don't have to make the eyelashes. I would just thicken this line up here. All right. Girls, if you want to go ahead and individually make each eyelash, so I look, just start here and I try to lift off the paper. It looks like a check mark, and if you can get it to lift it off, it looks more realistic. and then you can do the other ones underneath. All right, but if it is a boy, then that might be a good idea. All right, you can just add a little bit more. All right, let's keep going here. Wait. All right, so now we're going to put the pupil in. All right, how do you do that, Miss Kay? So you go to the middle of your eyeball, and I like to just stand up and look down and put 2 dots, just so you like, okay, the middle of my eyeball, and it makes it look like it's like almost like a scary creature, right? All right, and then we're going to make a big old U. So we're going to try, or actually not a U, but if that's all you can do, that's fine. More like it's going to look like this, like a finished, not finished O. Okay, so a not finished O. And then do the same thing to the other side, not finished O. All right. And then the next step is we shade it. Let's take a look at what they do next. They're going to darken the pupil and darken and shade around the iris. There he's doing the iris, and the iris is the colored part. All right, so if you have really dark eye, it's going to be really, really dark. He's now adding lines underneath. All right, so let's go ahead and let's make this darker. So just start going like this a couple times, so it's got like a dark outline. All right, after that you want to make a circle for the highlight. That part stays white. All right, then we're going to just start making, like, just picture this is this, oh, we got to add the pupil. All right, so I'm going to come down from this little sun circle, and I'm going to make the pupil, which is a black circle. All right, once I make the circle, I'm going to push as hard as I can. All right, and then the next step is I have to make like a black sun. Okay, so you just, you guys know as little kids, we made little suns like this, except you just want to keep making a whole bunch. Okay, and then you're going to go to the edge and add even more. Go to the edge and add even more going in, but don't go all the way. Okay, and that's going to give that illusion to it being realistic. Again, sunshine is black. Make sun rays. Once you feel confident that you went all the way around, and you're just going to start on the inside and just make little ones. And you might go over it more than once. Just try to look at the one on the right and try to make it so it sort of matches up. Okay, and then just leave it as that. All right, now we want to shade under the eyes just a little bit, so just on the corners here. All right, and let's see what's next. Okay, I see shading under the nose. I see shading the lips. The top lip is going to be darker than the bottom lip. So let's go ahead and shade. Drop the mic here. Hold your pencil like this and just shade. Don't try to press down hard. Just get it shaded, the top one. And then right on that line, you're just going to go over it again. All right. And then just use Mr. Dirty Finger. Hello, everybody. All right. And I see this line going on. He is going to eventually erase that. So if you want to take a picture before, oh, and here it goes. So now that we've got everything where it's supposed to be, we can go ahead and do what he's doing and erase all that work that we did. That's why I said Miss Kay wants you to draw it lightly. All right. Now they're going to go in and start making it more defined, more darker lines, like more sure of yourself. All right. And more shadows underneath the nose. Okay. And more dark on this lip line. All right. And more shading underneath the eyes. All right. And if you don't like that, that's fine. That's fine. All right. And friends, remember Miss Kay's operating with not much sleep, so please forgive me if it's not as perfect as it usually is. All right, so notice he shaded right here. I'm just going to take my finger and go right there and shade it and do the same thing on the other side. Just getting a little shade in there. All right, maybe a little lines. All right, all right. And then darkening where the darkest part, right above that crescent moon on both sides. Okay. Now notice they shaded the nose. This is white. And then just picture a number 11. So I'm going to shade a 1 and a 1. So take your finger, shade a 1 and a 1. All right. And instantly that illusion, you want it white right here in the middle. All right. Now you really, under the lip, you want to make it a lot darker. Okay, shade a little underneath there and then just shade with your finger. Oh, I didn't erase that line. Okay, and you're going to do the same thing with the chin. Make it darker. Oh, and then if it's a boy, you just imagine this V shape underneath. And then that is the boy's Adam's apple. You can go ahead and just lightly shade in the neck. With the left and the right darker than the middle, except for where that Adam's apple is, which is like a V shape. All right, all right. Now they're shading the side of the face. So you're just going to shade the side of your face with the side of your pencil, and then the other side of the face. All right. Just use your finger. Use your finger. All right, now they're getting to that forehead. Okay, the forehead, just take your finger and right above the eye, make a dark line, and then right above the other eye, make that dark line. Do you see how, and if you've seen a skull before, you know that it's curving around. All right, so now you got to just go really dark with the hair. Really dark. Unless your hair is a different color, go really dark. You want to go in little circles, go ahead. If it's really straightened, go ahead. Make your lines. Take Mr. Dirty Finger. Get rid of those lines. Erase the extra lines. Okay, now we got to worry about them ears. So we're going to drop down and make a little frown and sort of go off of the paper, off of the ear, sorry, and then you sort of come back up. And then this is like a deep hole. So we're going to make it really dark here, really dark here. All right. And then just sort of fuzz it out. Because everybody's ear is a little different. Sometimes it's dropped. I don't know if that might be right or wrong. And then I'm just going to shade, leaving this white. Use this as a shade. So use your eraser to shade. Just shade that. You're going to have a line between your ear and the side of your face. So if that's not prominent, go ahead and show that. All right. Now notice he's got another piece of paper there to help so his hand doesn't go into the work. Okay. All right. So they did add some shading right here. Maybe you'll add that. Maybe you'll think, no, I don't see that. You just got to add those cheeks. All right. Might be darker through here. Darker right. We didn't really talk about the eyes. So again, it's going to be shaded right through here. Diagonal lines right through here. Same thing on the other side. Control print screen. I would take a picture of that. All right. So I'm hoping, friends, that you get done with your drawing of a person. Okay. What kind of a person, Miss Kay? Well, you can start it out with a photograph and look at you, or look in your camera and look at yourself. What if it starts looking different than you? That's fine. Okay. Nothing like you. That's fine. Just erase all those edges. I might use it to help me with there's an art show coming up. Please don't be scared. If it's, sometimes people get chosen and then they never get chosen again. If that's you, be happy. Okay. Just make sure you got the darkest part, your hair. Your hair all okay. All right. If you're a girl, like I said, you can add those lashes. You can add, like, the hair can come down here. All right. And then you can, if you want to, you can make a background, but let's just try to get this portrait done. Okay. And thank you so much for participating. And I look forward to your lesson 28, I think. I can't remember. Love you guys. Bye-bye.